Ladies and gentlemen, episode 2 of season 8, Game of Thrones, episode 69.
Nice.
Knew it was coming. So, that's literally what the episode title is on here right now, because I don't think they've updated the title.
No, that's the official title.
Yeah, Game of Thrones 69. You knew they had to do it. They had to, considering how much sex and debauchery has been in this show.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't either.
The opening scene is just literally 69.
69, 69, 69, 69. It'll just be like all of Tyrion Lannister's greatest hits of his whoring and everything. It'll be him smacking Roz's ass as she leaves the room and all that. God, I miss Roz.
Flashback episode with all of the nudity in the series.
Yes. And except for Daenerys, because I guarantee Emilia Clarke says, I want you to pay me extra for using my previous nudity in the show. It's like, okay, then we won't show it. And she's like, well, good. Well, fine. I wonder if that's...
If they do that, I'm leaving.
Well, at least we'll get Roz. In which you, Quinn... I remember the first time you saw Roz, you were like, she's got really great boobs.
See, I don't remember what they look like now, though.
They're spectacular. Still.
They're good boobs.
Yes, they are.
10 out of 10 would boob.
10 out of 10 would motorboat again. Gladly.
So, can't believe Arya's gonna die in this episode.
Oh, God, of course you had to bring that up. For those of you who are unaware of that little nugget of knowledge, Maisie Williams was on the, I think it was Jimmy Fallon.
One of the Jimmy shows.
And she dropped a little bit of a spoiler, by spoiler in huge quotation marks, that Arya would die in this episode. Which she covered her mouth and made it look legit, like she accidentally gave it away.
She's like shaking.
But then all of a sudden she smiles and says, I'm sorry. It was a joke.
April Fools.
Yeah.
It was April 1st.
She runs off stage and then they come back and was like, April
Yeah,
Fools.
she like left the stage freaking out and everything.
Yeah. She was good. She did good with that.
Yeah, it was real good.
So
we'll see if that was actually...
I totally think that they were trying to throw us off.
Could be like she might actually die.
All of a sudden in this episode she's just hanging out and she's like, I wonder if there's any other families out there that we need to kill. Oh, is that an arrow?
I mean, I hope she doesn't die in this
I hope
episode
so.
because she's like
so
my
much of a
favorite
badass
character.
now
But
that it would have to be some kind of shit way for her to die. Like
yeah,
some kind of red wedding.
Turned it out.
She's not going down easy. If it comes down to a fight,
she'll fight.
Can we take a moment to appreciate John going, have you used it? And she was like once or twice talking about her fucking sword.
Yeah, talking about needle.
Once
Holy
or
crap.
twice.
Once, maybe twice. At most.
Or every time she's like, I'm gonna fucking murder the hell out of this person, and then the person looks at her weird. She's like, yeah, just kidding. That happens like 4 times so far.
Well, I remember when it happened with Sansa, whenever she was like stalking up on Sansa with her hands behind her back. I'm like, bitch, what?
Well, then she sat down at that fire with those, I think, Lannister soldiers.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm gonna go kill the queen. Like, I just love those moments with her.
Well, and those Lannister soldiers didn't believe her. They
just laughed and
would
kept
they?
eating with her.
She's so small and slender. I mean,
hey,
no.
Hey,
Arya's a crazy bitch.
She is.
She could do it.
Hey, you're crazy bitch, but you
it's good
feel so good. I'm on top of it. Sorry.
It's good to be underestimated, though.
We might want to get into this stuff.
Yeah, let's just dive in because the anticipation is killing me, and this is the last short episode of this season because
the rest of them are 78, 82, 80, and 80 minutes.
Sounds great.
God. Which I'm ready for. My body is ready. Let's do this.
All the memes about Bran being in the courtyard this week was great. There was a GoFundMe for getting Bran out of the fucking courtyard.
When I was a child, my brother would tell me a bedtime story.
Oh, snap.
Oh, boy.
About the man who murdered our father.
Yo.
That
Who
you.
stabbed him in the back and cut his throat.
Yeah.
Who sat down on the Iron Throne and watched as his blood poured onto the floor. Your sister pledged to send her army north.
She did.
I don't see an army. I see one man with one hand.
She has Euron Greyjoy's fleet and 20,000 fresh troops. The Golden Company from Essos, bought and paid for. Even if we defeat the dead, she'll have more than enough to destroy the survivors.
We.
I promise to fight for the living. I intend to keep that promise.
He attacked my father in the streets. He tried to destroy my house and my family, the same as he did yours.
Do you want me to apologize? I won't. We were at war. Everything I did for my house and my family. I'd do it all again.
The things we do for love.
Miles got
Dust your shoulder
real
off,
big.
you little pimp.
So why have you abandoned your house and family now?
You vouch for him.
I do.
You would fight beside him.
I would.
Damn.
I trust you with my life.
Brienne the Beauty.
If you trust him with yours,
Sticking up for Jaime Lannister.
we should let him stay.
Damn.
Jamie's changed a lot.
He has.
I mean,
What does the
season to
Woman of the
season,
North
he's
say
become
about
more
it?
and more likable.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna
And
be
feed you
walking
to the
on
dragons.
eggshells for a while.
Long while.
You see that harsh turn John did onto her?
Of course, because he doesn't know what to do at this point. I mean, you've just been told you've been your aunt. Not only that, but you are the heir to the Iron Throne, and Daenerys is not the perfect ruler you've led yourself to believe.
I kind of am starting to not be on her side as well.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what that thing actually looks like.
From what it looks like almost like an Assassin's Blade / Dragon shot.
That cloak is cool as fuck.
Yes, it is.
You should make mine first and make sure it's stronger than this.
Oh.
He's strong enough.
He's
going to be
become a
safer
ballsy
down in the
boy,
crypt,
hasn't he?
you know.
Yeah, buddy.
You've done my share.
You fought them?
Her eyebrows.
Some of them.
How many?
Few. That was enough.
He's got many faces. I look forward to seeing this one.
The guy's like, you shit me right now.
She only knew.
My weapon.
I'll get right on it.
Yeah. I think he's got a little bit of a gauge on just how much of a badass she is now.
Somewhat.
That one Smith guy there, I actually felt sorry for him a little bit. He's just like,
Oh,
I'm
here
just trying to make a
Oh
goddamn
shit.
knife here, man.
Here we go.
He's like, nope, I ain't in on this.
We're going to die at Winterfell. Not the death I would have chosen. I always pictured myself dying in my own bed, at the age of 80, with a belly full of wine and a girl's mouth around my cock.
Yep, exactly as he said to Bronn.
He's
Pod.
He's becoming formidable.
So, Jaime,
Lady Brienne.
When I named him Hand, I didn't know if I'd ever see you again.
You made the right choice.
I wasn't under the impression you liked him very much.
I didn't. His mouth hardly stopped moving between Atlantis and Marine. It was all I could do not to throw him in the sea.
I'm digging Sansa's outfit.
Yeah, Sansa's outfit is top notch. She really, I mean,
It looks badass.
She does. She looks like true Lady of Winterfell.
Trust him.
Oh boy.
Oh, I can't wait for her to find out.
It's gonna be
The second
interesting.
man in my life I can say that about.
who was the first?
Someone taller.
And a lot more savage.
Oh,
To be
yeah.
honest, Khal Drogo was a bad mother.
Straight up savage.
Oh shit. Theon.
My queen.
Your sister?
She only has a few ships and she couldn't sail them here. So she's sailing to the Iron Islands instead. To take them back in your name.
But why aren't you with her?
I want to fight for Winterfell, Lady Sansa. If you'll have me.
I'll be damned.
Oh yeah.
Does Danny even know that they're like, you know, raised that way? Like raised the siblings?
To my knowledge, the only thing that she knows is that he was a ward of the Starks. Didn't know that he was, like, raised alongside the Stark children as an equal.
Yeah.
Hey! Soldiers from the wall. What up, man?
Intercepted.
Crow. I thought we lost you. Almost. The big woman's still here?
Of course. His mind is always on her.
We have dragon glass.
He wants to make babies with
And
her.
Valyria. I wish Father were here.
I would love to see the look on his face when he realizes that his sons are about to die defending Winterfell.
I can imagine Tywin saying something along the lines of, "You've disgraced the family name of our..."
I was sleeping with my sister, and you had one friend in the world who was sleeping with his sister.
I was speaking in relative terms. You want some of this piss? It's not bad. It's not good either.
Thank you, my lord.
I don't think that's wise. Half a cup.
All the more reason.
And you?
No, thank you. I should try and get to sleep.
Some liquid.
Tyrion! My man!
Just a bit.
Little jokes like that make my day.
Here. Sir Davos, join us.
Hey!
Thanks. Came here for this. Figured I could
Dorman
wait to die
too.
freezing my balls off. Or wait to die nice and warm.
She knew before he was even there.
Yeah, the look on her face is just like, oh god.
Would you like a drink?
Brought my own.
My man.
I killed the giant when I was 10. Then I climbed right into bed with his wife.
Yeah.
But you woke up. You know what she did?
She threw you out?
Suckled me at her teat for 3 months. Thought I was a baby. Giant's milk.
I love this mad bastard. I love him so much.
Everybody's just like, I don't know if I believe you, but I kind of half do.
Kind of, maybe. A little
What a power move. He's just chugging that.
This is his moment. When like Thoros isn't here anymore, so I hope you're not about to give a sermon. Because if you are, the Lord of Light's gonna wonder why he brought you back 19 times just to watch you die when I chuck you over this fucking wall.
Hell yeah.
Hurry's like, I'm not sticking
Where
around.
are you going?
I'm not spending my final hours with you two miserable old shits.
There's worse company, I think.
That for me?
Oh, yeah.
What did the Red Woman want with you?
She wanted my blood. Some kind of spell.
Why your blood?
I'm Robert Baratheon's bastard. I didn't know until she told me. She tied me up, stripped me down, put leeches all over me.
Was that your first time?
Yeah, I've never had leeches put all over me.
Your first time with a woman?
What? I wasn't with her.
Were you with other girls? Before that in King's Landing? Or after?
I didn't keep count.
Wow.
Yes, you did.
3.
Uh-oh.
We're probably going to die soon.
Want to make that 4?
Are you? Oh, shit.
Oh.
Well, this is advancing at a very accelerated rate.
Me as a person.
It's been
So how old is he?
He is, let's see, his actor is 31, but Maisie Williams is 24. No, she's 20.
Okay, I meant the character. I did mean the characters.
Oh, the character. I think he's like 16.
Okay.
17.
All right.
And she's like 14 or 15.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
Or no, I forget. Fuck my life. This is all moving really fast.
This scene doesn't feel real.
It kind of doesn't.
Cause like Arya has never been, you know, what's the word? Feminine or exposed or anything like that for the whole series.
It's strange, isn't it?
Well,
I think we might live. I do.
Women can't be knights.
Why not?
Tradition.
Fuck tradition.
My
I
man.
didn't want to be a knight.
I love him.
Kneel, Lady Brienne.
Aha! Come on, this
Do you
is
want to
what
be a
you
knight
want.
or not? Kneel.
Long overdue.
Far long overdue. Should have happened
Ages ago.
Yeah.
The first female knight in history.
That's
Hey,
great.
no more worthy of a person.
Oh, definitely.
Arise, Brienne of Tarth, a knight of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yes!
He's so happy.
Of course he's happy.
Knight of the Seven Kingdoms.
Aw, look at her. She's welling up. She's just like, God, you give me something.
Look at the smile.
Yes! Smile, you beautiful woman.
High in the halls of the kings who are gone, Jenny would dance with her ghost, the ones she had lost and the ones she had found, the ones who'd been gone for so very long. She couldn't remember their names, spun away all her sorrow and pain, and she never wanted to leave, never wanted to leave, never wanted to leave, never wanted to leave.
Who's that?
Lyanna Stark.
My brother Rhaegar.
Here it comes.
Everyone told me he was decent and kind. He liked to sing. Gave money to poor children. And he raped her.
He didn't.
He loved her.
He loved her.
So the last thing she did,
As she bled to death on her birthing bed, was give the boy to her brother to raise as his bastard. My name is Aegon Targaryen.
If it were true, it would make you the last male heir of House Targaryen. You'd have a claim to the Iron Throne.
Shitty timing to tell her that.
Now he gets the cold shoulder.
Here we go.
Oh, man.
No. Damn! Okay, I figured.
I figured that was where it was going to cliffhanger at.
Yeah,
Well,
I
let's
figured
see
that
the
too.
next week stuff.
Yeah, let's take a look.
almost kind of don't want to know.
You can.
I do.
You can walk out then, if you choose to.
I'll stay.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Let's see what happens.
The most heroic thing we can do now is look the truth in the face.
The Night King is coming.
The dead are already here.
That didn't give away
What?
anything, so.
Okay, so
It's pretty much that it's going to be intense.
of course it's
Next
gonna be
episode is
intense.
going to be a ride.
Yeah, what is that?
Oh, that's behind the scenes of the episode.
When I was a child,
Oh.
my
Yeah, they just do a little behind the scenes thing at the end of every one of these.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay. A lot happened in that episode,
Again.
to say the least. A lot of plot developments. Not as much action, but what do you expect? It's the first 2 episodes.
We got 0 action on that one.
Except for Arya.
It's Easter Sunday. To be respectful,
Not
they
what I
didn't.
meant.
Yeah, except for Arya and Gendry. I mean, they got some action. Hey.
I mean, we kind of saw that coming, but
Well, I expected, of course, for them to maybe kiss or something like that. Didn't expect her to just be like,
Take off your
might
fucking
die.
pants.
Let's bone.
what I wanted to say earlier that like I didn't have the time to say while it was fucking playing. Daenerys obviously has changed over the seasons have went.
Yes.
And last episode, I talked to you about this when I first got here. Last episode, I think it was Samwell told Jon, like, do you think that she would make a good ruler? Like, would she give away her crown for her people? And, I thought about that a lot, and I don't think she would.
I don't think so either.
And so it
I've
has me
already kinda thought she
questioning
wouldn't either.
her right, you know, like, do I actually want to support her going for it? But then I see Tyrion supporting her, and it makes me feel like maybe I should trust it. Because Tyrion
also
is
makes
wise.
mistakes sometimes.
Tyrion does.
But I don't think he'd make that big of a mistake.
He made the mistake of trusting his sister. So
I mean, I feel like with the baby situation, that was convincing, though.
Well,
the look that she gave Jon just now, when she's like, "That would mean you have a claim to the Iron Throne."
I feel like she's gonna try to kill him.
Yeah, I was almost like half expecting her to be like, "And I'd have to kill you if that was the case."
I mean, the conversation got stopped.
Jon could always be the type of guy who just says, I abdicate. I'm not going to try and go for the throne. He doesn't want that.
No.
He does not want that at all. He only wants the North to be safe. That's all he's ever wanted his entire life. He's wanted a namesake. And now, officially, he does. Although it's not the one he was expecting.
Well, if they got together anyways, I mean, it's not like it would
Back
be too
then,
much
they viewed
different. It'd
incest
still
a
be
lot
king and
differently.
queen
Well-
regardless.
Well, yeah, in this universe, according to what George R.R. Martin says, incest is not as much of a detriment genetically as it is in our world. In our world, 2 generations of inbreeding, brother and sister, the gene pool's dead. In this one, the Targaryens have wed brother and sister for generations upon generations.
So aunt and nephew wouldn't be too big of a stretch.
It's not that big of a it's not that big of a stretch on that.
I don't know. She seemed pretty pissed.
Well, she's pissed because I think number one, she doesn't think she can believe it officially because Bran and Sam are the ones that confirmed it. His best friend and his little brother.
And Sam has reason to not want her on throne.
Exactly, and she may view that as something. I don't think it will be until something happens and Jon is proven to be a true Targaryen, say, whenever say they breathe, the one undead dragon breathes fire upon him.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
And he lives.
What if, didn't you say that it's kind of canon that you can't be resurrected without, something in your blood? and Targaryens had it.
Well, not
and so when he was brought back, that kind of proved it.
Well, not necessarily, because in terms of genealogical benefits, the Targaryens probably have the most. Resistance to fire.
But not anyone could be resurrected like that.
Well,
resurrected isn't the right term, but you know what I mean.
Well, brought back. Well, okay, if they're brought back, the way of the Lord of Light, like Thoros, saying the words, and then Beric Dondarrion all of a sudden rises from the dead.
Yeah.
For how many times now?
19.
Not that many.
That's what the joke was, though.
At least like 6 or 7, something like that.
Yeah. So I don't think it'll. I don't think. I think that way is pretty much for for whoever says the words and is destined to come back, because Beric is not a Targaryen as far as we know.
Well, it might not have been you that told me that, but it was like someone had said that it was explained in the books that wouldn't work for you if you didn't have like a certain bloodline or a certain thing in your blood.
Well,
and so Targaryens obviously would have had it, but then there was like another bloodline that also
potentially, and I don't know.
There's also the whole thing where the books wouldn't necessarily 100%.
The books also don't think that Jon is,
Aegon.
Yeah, so
no, because Aegon Targaryen in the
was
books
a whole different person.
Yeah, a completely different person.
Seems like in the show it's just up to the Lord of Light and at his discretion, I guess.
I don't know where I heard that then.
But
at least in the show it might be different.
I haven't read
that far in the
certain
books.
bloodlines are also privy to certain things.
That's
like,
true too.
Like for instance,
it sounds
wargs.
believable.
Like for instance, wargs, the ones that can teleport into the minds of animals and all that. They are predominantly in the north.
Yeah.
I think it's like old Stark bloodlines or bloodlines of the First Men.
Yeah.
That have that. Of course, immunity to fire and fire magic. Targaryens. I think with Jon, Jon's got both sides. He's got Stark. Stark and Targaryen blood.
That's nice.
Well, and it's a perfect. And I think with Jon, the thing is, he's been raised as a bastard his entire life. Taught nothing but humility by being a bastard. And now he's being forced into a situation that, honestly, humility is not the best answer. Humility is not going to save him here. And honestly, it's just baffling to me that Daenerys would make I don't know if she made a threat. Sounded like it.
She didn't make a threat, but you could tell that she was like thinking, what the fuck am I gonna have to do to him?
Yeah, which if she does try and kill him, oh boy.
Oh, that would be a fucking...
That's a big no-no. Because number one, Jon is in a lot of people's minds one of like in terms of like best outcomes, Jon winning overall is one of the best outcomes.
Yeah.
Go with me.
But that being said, not everything in this shows a happy ending. Because if it were,
if she tries to kill Jon, then they're all going to look at her as the Mad Queen.
I don't think she'll try.
And then there's
you're just like your dad, and we're gonna kill you. Basically.
I don't think she'll try. I think she's just angry.
Well, and then of course there's the other thought. Oh my God, she's preggo, and Jon's the papa.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Jon, who is having these doubts about being in a relationship with Dany, all of a sudden remembers, oh God, that child would be a bastard without me. I don't want that to happen.
No.
So he'll stick by Daenerys.
So I totally am on board with like the pregnancy thing. I think that's what's most likely to happen. I totally don't think she'll kill Jon. But imagine if she did try to kill Jon and then Samwell killed her.
Oh.
That would be a fucking like blindsided.
Like all of a sudden she's staying there and she's got a knife at Jon's throat.
And
she
just comes out of nowhere.
And she's just like for my future, and then all of a sudden an arrow bolt right to the heart for her, and she takes a step back and looks up, and there's Sam with a crossbow.
He's like, holy shit, I got her.
He's like, oh dear,
I feel like there's any number of people that could stop her from killing.
That's not gonna happen.
Okay, the ultimate
inside around no windows.
The ultimate heartbreaking one to me, that would be probably the one I don't think anyone would expect, but in dramatic sense, I could actually see it. Jorah.
Yeah, because he loves her, so that'd be pretty rough.
Oh, it'd be rough for him because imagine him being put in that situation where she has gone a little bit mad, and he doesn't want a repeat of the Mad King.
Arya didn't ever say that she considers Daenerys her queen.
No. Arya don't give a
It could
fuck.
easily be Arya that saves him, and she's like, "You would attack your queen." And she's like, "I never said you were my queen," you know.
There you go.
This is one of those things. Is it gonna happen? Probably not. Is it fun to talk about? Hell yeah.
Absolutely. This is the most fun that we have watching this stuff. I love having these debates, and I love having these thoughts flow through my head, and I'm just like, oh, the possibilities.
I totally forgot that
How
you
do you guys
released
think
this.
the timeline flow is going to work for the next 4 episodes? Because they only have 4 episodes to wrap everything up.
But the next
do you guys
3...
think this battle against the undead will be just the next episode, and then like the remainder will be tying up everything with
I
Cersei?
say
Or
there
how
will
do you
be
think it's
2 of battle and then 2 of not.
Yeah, because they still got to deal with the battle and then deal with Cersei if she
probably
doesn't
gonna be
actually
another
show up to
battle when
help.
she fucking tries to attack him after this.
Yeah.
I think that'll be the 5th episode, and then the 6th will wrap it up. But that's an assumption.
Well, I definitely think 2 episodes of the battle will be, especially if it's the 80-minute episodes.
Yeah.
I think that'll wrap everything up beautifully because
It's going to be 78, 80, 80, 82. So basically, they're all 80-minute episodes.
Okay, so say in the next episode, we have Jon with like a semi-showdown with the Night King. Because that's what it looked like. It looked
Yeah.
like they were in the Whispering Woods, and all of a sudden the Night King shows up to try and take Bran, and he has like a little showdown with him. That's what I think, at least. And then of course the big battle scenes that are going to take place in the next one. You're going to see their first time killing undead soldiers and White Walkers, which they're unsure if they can, because though we have seen certain people use these things to kill White Walkers, the people in the North have no flippin' idea. They have no flippin' idea that this stuff's going to work.
Mm-hmm.
And the very moment that they see that it does, it'll give them confidence. It'll give them confidence in killing them, and I think that'll be a big turning point for them.
Yeah,
because
that's true.
right now it's this big undead tidal wave coming at them. And the only thing that you're told you can have to fight these things is volcanic glass from a foreign land that supposedly, according to legends, can do the job, but you've never seen it.
Not to mention they're like monsters of, old, 200 years plus, not hearing of them or anything. I mean...
And then all of a sudden they're here.
Yeah.
Knocking on your doorstep.
You know what's interesting about all the theories we've thrown around?
What?
We have not entertained even once 2 things. That we lose the battle, or that Jon dies in the battle.
Either could happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be 2 episodes of battle, and then like an episode of the Night King fucking ruining Cersei. As far as we know.
It's true.
You never know.
I don't think
Use
it's
that
likely.
dragon to fly in and mess some people up and raise some people from the north or from the south.
I mean, that could
flank
totally
it.
that could
Wouldn't it
totally
be
happen.
kind of fucking crazy to see like just White Walker Jon Snow like walking into Cersei's chamber and just
Night King on the throne,
fucking up the mountain and Cersei at the same time.
I mean, it could totally that could. Be
I
how
could
it
see
goes.
that. Of course, there's talk of
It'll definitely be the most heavy metal finish I can imagine.
well, that or the battle of the Clegane Bowl.
Yes.
The Hound versus the Mountain.
Oh yeah, like fucking White Walker Hound.
Oh, that would be so.
Like
cool.
he just walks in, he's like
zombie versus zombie.
Yeah, undead White Walker zombie, Sandor Clegane versus Gregor
zombie.
Clegane. Yeah,
Blood
versus
magic.
Blood Magic, Sandor or Gregor Clegane. Just oh my god, that'd be metal as fuck.
I've never entertained like maybe the Night King will end up being on the Iron Throne, but I guess it could happen.
Maybe,
That'd
maybe.
be a fucking dark ending
Well,
for a series.
Oh,
It would
yeah.
actually kind of be like
all of that.
They had the
It's
nuts
balls,
to do it.
All of that for nothing. We got invested in all these characters only for all of them to die.
Like, it would kind of be like a kind
Well,
of thing. But
answer
at the
me
same
this.
time, it would be
Answer me
like,
this, if you
all
will.
right.
Answer me this, if you will. I know this is a fantasy one, but imagine after going through all of this.
Mm-hmm.
The Night King wins this battle, marches to King's Landing, wins everything, sits down on the Iron Throne. Winter is encroaching. And then, from behind the Iron Throne, a dragon glass spear pierces his back. And then and then as he sits there turning into the quivering ice pile that he will become, who walks out from behind the Iron Throne? Arya. And she's just, and as he disappears and fades
Or better
away.
yet, who walks out from behind the Iron Throne? A White Walker and then peels its face off.
There you go. That one's even more ridiculous.
She
and I love
fucking faked being a White Walker the whole goddamn time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Is
walk
that-
back with them.
Or she just sits.
How'd she find
or
a face that was intact?
Maybe the Night King sits down and then pulls off his face, and it's Arya.
Oh, that would be a fucking trip.
God.
That one, I don't like that. Can you take that back?
No, too late. But yeah, this was an interesting episode. Once again, the calm before the storm. And what happens next episode, we'll have to see. God.
I guess Gendry and Arya did 69, right?
Giggity.
Nice.
Maybe
they're too inexperienced for that. Maybe it was just straight up,
It looked to me like they barely even foreplayed it. So I don't think so.
Yeah, they probably didn't get past foreplay because, Arya was just like, what am I supposed to do with that? All right. Well, I don't know what else to say right now. I'm sort of still.
No.
I'm gonna have to watch this again because I went back and I watched episode 1 3 more times.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna have to watch this again a few more times to get everything encapsulated and prepared for the next episode, because next episode I guarantee is gonna be a rush. It's gonna be just like bull rush in, battle, dragons flying over it, because
everyone brings snacks and drinks and stuff because it's like a movie length.
Yeah.
Good.
So prepare yourselves for that. And you all prepare yourselves for that as well. So I guess if you're watching this on YouTube right now and you want to watch the full version of this, click the link down below in the description to take you to our Patreon, where the full version will be available. And yeah, I guess until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Quinn.
I'm Nick.
And we will see you in the next one. Peace out.